World of windmills, dreams, and steady sparks of light. Model cars, giant schematics, pop culture in full flight. Sci-fi worlds he brings to life, each piece placed just so right. Step by step, a marvel grows in his hands, pure midnight. Waves, world building dreams, a vision clear as day. Every model, every scene, crafted his own way. Engines growl in his care, sci-fi ships taking air. Journey grand in his mind, through his YouTube lair. In each frame the universe blooms, tools and time in tune. Passion drives every beat, a symphony From classic rides to space time, details deep, he's our guide. Worlds imagined taking flight, shining in the studio light.
Well done, Matthias, for getting that. It was V. I've been having a rewatch of it. And you know, the advantage with being in the UK is that I believe back in the 80s, 83 or something, when you USA folks first had V, you had the first two parts, V Part 1 and V Part 2. And then I believe you had to wait a whole year until you had the final battle, 1, 2 and 3. So that encompassed those 5 episodes. But in the UK, we had it a year later. So what happened for us is we had them all in a row in 1 week. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday was the entire first season of V, including the final battle, which was wicked. Because I'm having a rewatch at the moment. And I thought that would be a novel thing to start putting some props rather than cinema stills or stills from films to see if you can figure out where they come from. And as you can see, you got them pretty instantly. Hello, Christopher from Grantham.
Let's give it up big time. Hello, Christian from Grantham. Now let's get cracking.
So I might be having a little bit of a tribble problem again. I mean, look at it over there. That's crazy. But yeah, they're everywhere. So I'm sure there's going to be more. Happens every year. I don't do anything about it. I should do, but there you go. Jacob, I did get your message. Thank you very much for that. I will be sending off, just so you know, I gave all my shirts away. Let me tell you the story from the start. All of my big shirts, because look, I am now, look at me. Look at me. I've lost so much weight now. I'm over 2 stone now. So I'm going to try and get to 14 stone from 16.9, which means I've only got 7 pounds to go, and then I will stop. So getting good. But I had to get rid of all my shirts because they're far too big. So we shipped them all out through the UK, and I think 3 went to the US. And unfortunately, Mrs. World Wayne put them in the wrong box. 2 of them. They put Matthias and Ramon's in the wrong box. Ramon should have had the Transformers, and Matthias should have had the Fight Club shirt, and they got switched. But the folks over there sorted it all out for themselves. So as you can see here, that is Ramon wearing the Transformers shirt. And then we got Matthias. I hope you don't mind me putting your picture up, Matthias. There's you wearing the Fight Club shirt, which I think wicked. But I was absolutely glued to what you have in the background, I have to say. You've got some pretty cool stuff in those display cabinets there. I could look at pictures like that for hours. But I'm glad it looks brilliant on you. It's fitting brilliant as well. So you're currently down 11.6 pounds. Well done, Andrew. That's brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. There's always need to panic. Tony couldn't figure out how you were not sweating like a madman in that wool sweater at lunch. Yeah, I probably were. I was when I first got there because we had been walking around a lot, Ian. But other than that, no, I didn't have anything on underneath it. So, you know, it's airy. I was wearing an Aaron jumper. Me and Ian and his lovely wife Tony went out last weekend to dinner. But it was quite cold outside. So that's cool. Hello, Phil. How's it going? We've got Spruverse in the house. We've got Lou in the house. And as you can see, everything is changing at the moment. We're going for a change. Now, I haven't got my cameras on, but I've got a new mat here. Now, this mat, where are we? This mat here, brand new. It's really good. It's translucent. So what it means is, because I've got a black workstation, because I put it on top, it looks grey. But I can actually put coloured card underneath this and make this any colour I want. So that's what I'm going to do going forward with cutting mats. So I'm thinking I could probably put a logo underneath there as well, actually, and it will probably shine through. That's a good idea, isn't it? Put it like a World of Wayne logo going through, and you should be able to see like a diffused version of the World of Wayne logo. I'm sure that's going to be cool. Wow, Phil, you've lost 75 pounds, but still intend to consume huge amounts of fish and chips in the UK. Oh, yeah, my diet's stopping when Telford's here, definitely. But that's amazing, 75 pounds. So let me think, I've lost 14, 28, 29, 30, 31, 22, 35. I've lost 33 pounds so far. That's amazing. Wow. But it does mean you got to change your wardrobe, Phil, because I've had to go through every single new bits of clothes, which is absolutely crazy. But there you go. I mean, it's good. I feel healthier. I feel like going for a run now, joining a gym or something. I don't know. World of Wayne, a slight oversight, I'm sure. Mrs. World of Wayne, yeah, it was, definitely. Okay, so I had my monologue at the start. First off, Will's Workshop. I don't know if you're watching tonight. I'm not going to be doing the Nissan Skyline tomorrow. I'm not going to be doing the Nissan Skyline because it looks too hard, and I want to go into the weekend nice and easy. So for that reason, I had a delivery today. So tomorrow, I'm going to be doing the next stages of E.T. We're going to be having the neck. I believe the neck is going to be installed. And even though we saw the motor running, so it's going really, really fast, when it's actually installed, the motor goes really slow to put his neck up and down. So that's what I'm going to be doing tomorrow. So that's going to be on the channel tomorrow. Now, if anyone was watching the members stream last night, you'll know that I had a package delivered, and everyone was saying, "What's in the box?" And what was in the box, indeed, was this. Now, if you've got a 12-volt car battery and you want to power something that requires 12 volts, but you don't want to put a 12-volt car battery in the house, you need one of these. Now, this came around from late 80s to 90s for Maplins. I believe they were still selling them in 2000, but obviously Maplin doesn't exist anymore. So I've managed to get this on eBay. Brilliant condition, but this is a 12-volt regulator from 240 volts, but it gives a regulated power supply. So it's a constant supply to the new gadget that I bought for Now, I did show this last night to the folks. This is brilliant. I tried it out, just so you know, last night, but I don't have the thing for it. Something I had in the 80s that I'm always been using, and I miss it. I've managed to get it back again. I have got my CB radio. Check this out. Look, it's the Amstrad CB901. I used to have the CB900, but it didn't take me long to just have a quick read through the instructions again to get completely clued up about how to connect this. I'm going to be getting an aerial installed. People still use CB. I couldn't believe that. So I'm going to be playing with my CB around the house in this new retro room. And I thought, well, while I'm showing you retro products, we've got two items here. There's a couple of other things that I've got. And I want to start just by showing you this. Now, this isn't retro. This is a compact disc. As a matter of fact, this is the German Jerry Goldsmith Star Trek First Contact score. An absolutely brilliant score. And look, you've got a pretty disc in there, as you can see. And you've also got like the Borg in there. And then you've got a booklet with all the things. But you know what? It doesn't matter how many pictures they put in these booklets and how nice the CD looks and how good the music sounds on that. It just doesn't cut it when it comes to feeling it in your hand. And I mean, it's something that I've said to Mrs. World of Wayne about Kindles and books. I'd rather feel a book in my hand than a Kindle. And for that reason, when I met Ian last week in London, I went to HMV and I bought a couple of 80s soundtracks. So this is why I prefer vinyl soundtracks to this. Forget the sound when you can have artwork like that, which is brilliant. Look at that. So I got the Labyrinth soundtrack and I played it. It's absolutely brilliant. And then today, talking about, I'm going to show you this tiny little CD again, you know, talking about that. I got something else. You're going to love this one. I love some of the songs on this. I got the Ghostbusters soundtrack. How cool is that? Look at the artwork. It reminds me of having Laserdiscs again. I've bit the bullet. Now, even though the Labyrinth cost me £30 new, I got this on eBay in immaculate condition it is for £6. So not bad, huh? So that is Retro Corner at the moment. And the other thing I've got, which I can't bring in here, I finally got my CRT television and I got my Betamax tapes. So I've got Betamax tapes. I bought a CRT television, which got a DVD and a VHS video built into it. So now I think I'm covered entertainment-wise. All I've got to wait for now is my son to move out so I can actually move into that room. And you saw the phone last week, which is still over there at the moment. But looking around, I think that's it. I think we're good. That's what I've been up to. So just spending all my money on 80s stuff. Now, a couple of things to let you know. First off, next week I am in New York Comic Con. Now, if I just click on this screen here, someone was asking about the guests. These are some of the guests that are going to be there. John Boyega, Hayley Atwell, Elizabeth Olsen, Josh Brolin, Paul Bettany, Andy Serkis, Orlando Bloom. Look, there's loads. It's blooming great. Kevin Smith's going to be there. Marissa Tomei's going to be there. If I just give you a scroll down, look, Casper Van Dien. There's just loads. Colin Farrell. A lot of pretty much all the cast from Penguin. Look, Danny Elfman's going to be there. David Harbour. It's going to be brilliant. Denise Richards. Dina Meyer. Ah, look at it. Look at it. Look. Jason Lee's going to be there. James Gunn's going to be there. I mean, look, it's going to be brilliant. Now, I'm going to be there on the Thursday. I won't be there any other day because I'm going to be sightseeing, I'm guessing, on the other days. So if you are in New York or you are going to New York Comic Con, you'll find me on the fan home booth or around that area on the Thursday. I think I'm getting there about 9 o'clock. So that's that. Now, for that reason, I do leave Tuesday night for the airport, and then I won't be back until Sunday. So there's going to be no live stream next week for channel members, Patreons, and the Thursday live stream. No live stream next week. So that's got that out of the way. Now, unfortunately, the following week, there will be a channel members and Patreon stream on the Wednesday. But there's not going to be a live stream on the Thursday because guess where I am? I'm at the MCM Comic Con in London. So that's 2 Comic Cons in 2 weeks. And that's going to be lasting the whole weekend. So this is the last live stream for 3 weeks, if you like. I'm going to be missing 2 and I'll be doing a live stream on the third week. So I want to get that out of the way as well because I don't want anyone panicking saying, where's Wayne? Where's Wayne? But all cool. Other than that, how the devil are you? How's everyone who's Florida bound? Now, I suppose it's a godsend that the storm slowed down a bit. But if you're the Tampa Bay Rays, then I understand your roof got ripped off the stadium, and we're seeing the pictures over here. It looks pretty crazy stuff. But I'm hoping everyone is safe with minimal damage. All cool. Totally love meeting you guys. Good to know Wayne goes commando under his sweaters. I do go commando on my sweaters. It's more of a case of what I can fit into now, Ian. I'm telling you. It's what I can fit into. Because all of my clothes are far too baggy now. But there you go. Diffused version before or after Kraken? That's a good point. Yeah, definitely. There's another new Kraken out. Someone's told me it's dark caramel now. So Phil and Lou, I'm definitely going to be bringing the black, the dark, the cherry, and I'm going to be bringing the dark coffee, the roasted coffee. But I think I'm going to try and get the caramel one as well, and we'll have a rum tasting and see where that ends up. See what reality that brings us to. Well, I mean, we make our own multiverse. You know, we don't need to go through any portals or anything. We just need rum. You'll be sure to let Tony know that Wayne was naked under that sweater. I was. I mean, don't you wear sweaters with it? Yeah, I can't wear sweaters with a shirt underneath because I will get too hot. That's crazy. Wayne, you lost a small child in weight. Yeah, no, I have. That's crazy. Us Americans will use any other measurements than metric. Yeah, we use stone over here, so I have to convert it. Like my brother uses kilograms. So who uses kilograms? And he's an Aussie. But I don't know. But saying that, we use the metric system. We should be using kilograms. But no, we still use stone and pound and ounces. Crazy. Hello, Bergdis. How's it going? Hello, Ed Hughes as well. How's it going, Ed? I'm glad you enjoyed London. Ian, lovely place. I enjoyed London. They're starting to set the Christmas lights up in London, just so you know now. So if anyone's visiting London, the Christmas lights are now going up. Breaker 19 for a copy, come back. We were talking about this last night. You see, the meeting channel for the UK used to be 19 for a copy. But I've been reading up on it. Apparently that's switched to 14. Apparently American truckers still use 19. But I'll see that when it's on. Channel 9's still the emergency channel. I still know what's your 20 and all of that, how many candles you're burning, pick a window, all of that sort of stuff. So my handle back in the day when I used to be a CB aficionado was T-Rex. T-Rex was my my handle. Not because of Jurassic Park, it was more the Mark Bolan sort of era. So so that's why I was called T-Rex. Those power supplies are still common in ham radio shacks around the world. That's probably the next thing I'm going to get, Burgess. Because I did try to get into ham radios, but trying to get parts in this country for ham radios was a nightmare. We used to have a chain of shops out here called Tandy, and you could get anything you want for radio components. But now, we didn't have the internet back then. When they went, it was just hard to get supplies. So we didn't have any Radio Shack or anything like that out here. Once I saw the power fly, you knew what it was. Yeah, CB call sign, T-Rex. T-Rex was my call sign. But, you know, when I mean, God, I was like 11 when I was using it. But it's going to be fun to use it again, that's for sure. Wayne is T-Rex, there you go. I can remember my handle name was Wonder Horse. Nice one, Wayne. I just thought that would take you back for, because like folks like Dash Riptide Howard there, I'm sure you must be using CBs on your tractors. Now, I'm in quite a rural spot in Corby here, so I'm probably going to pick up all the tractors. I believe the taxi system uses the CB system as well out here, so be interesting to see who's still online. I can't hear anything at the moment because I haven't got an aerial to plug it in. And you really don't want to be operating this without an aerial because you could fry the inside circuits and stuff, so there you go. You had two handles, Screaming Eagle and Bold... What's that one? Bold Head? Mongoloid. Sounds okay. You had the Buster soundtrack on vinyl. Well, I used to have that as well. I love the Phil Collins music on that. But, I mean, I've got to get Breakfast Club again, and I've got to get the Batman soundtrack. Because obviously you saw that when I was showing you the sleeves. The records disappeared, so God knows where they are. I've got a current bid on at the moment for Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom instrumental soundtrack, and the Guns N' Roses band, the band album cover of Appetite for Destruction. So I'm slowly building my record collection up as well. But I like feeling things in my hand, especially big things, because my eyesight's failing me. And that's probably why I'm going to get... I know I'm going to get a Laserdisc again. I can just feel my body saying, you need a Laserdisc, Wayne, which I'm going to play on my little 14-inch CRT TV. I've just made Rach jealous for the Labyrinth one. She has met and hugged Toby. Really? Wow. Found out today, going to be spending a few days in hospital to have my second knee op. How long have you been waiting for that, though, John? The quicker it's done, hopefully the quicker you heal. But, and hopefully it's not too near Christmas for you, or time to celebrate. Good old ages. You've got to love the 80s. But I am cheating a bit because my TV has got a DVD player in it. That's 90s. So, but the reason I wanted a TV, actually, it's the reason why I had to shut off what I was doing to do the stream tonight, was because beforehand, I've now got 3 hours of introductions to 80s shows like, you know, Manimal, Automan, Charles in Charge, Airwolf, Quantum Leap, Dallas Dynasty, anything, Cagney and Lacey, St. Elsewhere, Hill Street Blues, MASH, Dukes of Hazzard. I mean, I've got the intros for all of them. I've got all the station indents for the UK channels from Anglia, Central TV, LWT, Thames Television, Tyne Tees TV, Granada. And then I've got 2 hours worth of 80s ads, which I'm making on a big DVD, which is just going to loop. So when I'm doing my live streams, there'll be no sound on, but it will be playing in the background, and you'll be able to see all of them happening. And that's pretty much what I've been creating. See, this is the seed that I'm doing before I've even moved into this room. Now, just once again, if you are just joining me first time, anything I'm building is happening in the workshop. But anytime I do a live stream, will be in the retro room, which I'm going to be creating, hopefully, probably the start of November, as long as everything goes good with my son Jack. So there you go. Yeah, £6 Ghostbusters vinyl. It's got some wicked songs on there. Yeah, there's a lot of celebrities there. But I'm not going to get time to see them, to be honest with you. If I had to pick one celebrity I want to see, I don't know. I really like to meet Marissa Tomei, Lauren Cohen, Maggie from Walking Dead, Jason Lee, definitely. I don't know. Michael Ironside's there. I've met Michael Ironside. Nice bloke. I can mean that's an English term. Nice bloke. Nice geezer. Rachel Lee Cook. I don't know. Look, I could be looking at that for hours. But they keep announcing people just up to the last minute. So, there you go. Thank you, Anthony. We got our first snow of the season this morning, but it's mostly gone. Oh, do you reckon there'll be snow when I get there next week then, Berg? That'd be cool. So I'm going to be in Iceland for an hour and a half. It's a 3-hour flight from London to Iceland and then a 6-hour flight from Iceland to New York. Is that like Where's Wally? You know what? We should do like a Harry Potter crossover with Star Trek. So in all these tribbles, I'll have a golden tribble, like the golden snitch. And you've got to find the golden tribble. What do you reckon? Where could the golden tribble be? It'll be like, we could look, all these franchises mixed together, Harry Potter, and then we could have like Monty Python as well. You know, where is the fishy fish? Where is the tribble? Tribble. Golden tribble. This channel writes itself sometimes, I'm telling you. Get the 1989 Batman score on vinyl and get Danny Elfman to sign it. Well, Ian, I've already got the 1989 Batman score. But I don't want to take that. I'm only taking a little rucksack out to New York. So I can't get him to sign it unless I get him to sign a card and then just slip that in the Met record. I can't bring my Danny Elfman Batman score to London with me. I showed you that a couple of weeks ago, I think, when I was showing my records off. I've still got that. I've got that score. You're going to relieve me of the black cherry just so you don't have to carry any back. Oh, right, Lou, I'm telling you, you try this dark coffee and you're just going to think black cherry. Oh, my God, that's just like, ugh. Dark coffee is just so Moorish. It's gorgeous. But we'll see. We'll see. You never know. That's if there's any left, Lou. You never know. You never know. We use kilos, except newborns are measured in what? Mercury? Mercury? Am I pronouncing that right? I don't know what that is. On a CB, I have one in my Cavalier. Wow. Oh, bless. By the way, we use kilograms in the Czech Republic. So when you talk about weight, I have no idea how much it is. I always have issues when I'm in the UK. And the drink's in pints. So we can't make up our mind here. They brought the metric system in, but everyone still uses pounds, especially when it's cooking. Everyone uses pounds. And then when it comes to Celsius and Fahrenheit, you know, if it's cold, we're talking Celsius. When it gets hot, we talk Fahrenheit. We just switch because we're crazy. What's the tribbles if you haven't already said? I don't know, Ed. They plagued me last year as well. I don't know if you've seen from the 1st of October, there was a couple. And then every day they're just doubling, as you can see. They're everywhere. But there you go. Even on my microphone. All good. You're going to be 52. You reach level 52. I like that. Can I just get the... I've got to get my happy birthday up there. Look, happy birthday, Marcus. Happy birthday, mate. He's taken me to Ian McKellen's pub in Limehouse. Never been there. Where his staff is from the Lord of the Rings. Ah, that could be good. I've heard about it. Never been there, though. But Limehouse, that's not too bad a place. I was near there last week, actually, when I came down to London. The new Kraken is caramel and Cornish sea salt. Wow. And very nice. Tried it last weekend at a party. Right, I'm going to have to go out. I'll go out to Ian. I'll go out to Sainsbury's and get some of that. I need to get a power mic and an SWR meter. I used to have an SWR meter. I don't think I'm going to need that with the aerial because I'm using a non-base. I'm using a base station aerial, but it's a proper CB one that's going on the house. I don't think I'm going to have a problem with SWR. Power mic might be a good option. This option though, this CB here. I don't know if you can see here. We've got this button here called ROG. Basically, the old system, when you used to finish conversation, you'd take your finger off and just talk. With this one, it plays a beep after I finish talking. Now, that can get annoying. Depends if people like that. It was kind of a new thing at the time. So, you should get the soundtrack to Life Force. I haven't heard it. Watch the film, haven't heard it. Wayne likes to feel big things in his hands. Yeah, damn it. Definitely. When it comes to film scores, I'm always fans of it's the same old composer. So any Jerry Goldsmith, any John Williams, any Randy Ailman, any Trevor Jones, any Alan Silvestri, any Hans Zimmer. Am I missing anyone? Trevor Rabin? Yeah. James Horner. Although James Horner's songs tend to sound the same. Although saying that, John Barry, as I mentioned last week, John Barry, I thought his music was brilliant. But then when you've listened to the Black Hole soundtrack, Moonraker soundtrack, and What was the other one? I did mention it the other day. Dancing with Wolves soundtrack. They all sound the same. James Horner's got a problem with that. If you don't believe me, listen to A Kaleidoscope of Mathematics from A Beautiful Mind. Listen to that. And then listen to The Mechanical World from Bicentennial Man. It's the same song, I'm telling you. Exactly the same song. Model Minutes, how the devil are you? We're all good in here tonight. We're being attacked by tribbles, but we're all good tonight. Starsky and Hutch. No, I didn't put Starsky and Hutch on there. I'm running out of space, to be honest with you, Anthony. Because you can only fit 4.7 gigabytes on a DVD. Oh, thank you, Ghost Recon. Welcome to the channel. Remember to look in the membership icon and catch up on all the past streams that we've done there. You'll be able to see all the past streams now and stuff on there. You had new handheld held President Randy the Third, and not a sausage on air in Corby, so good luck. I had new handheld President Randy 3. Ah, right, not a sausage on the air in Corby, so good luck. Really? Ah. You say that, Gaz, but when I was round the Waver Close area, Snatch Hill area, Gaz lives in Corby, so he knows the areas that I'm talking about. I've seen quite a few CB aerials up there. Now, the range I should be able to get from my aerial is 9 kilometres. So we're talking, I'm going to probably get to the outskirts of Market Harborough, Kettering easily. We'll have to see what I can get to. I am doing the Christmas quiz, Kerry. It's going to be the Thursday before Christmas, and I've already thought of question 1. You'd be happy to know. So that's a start. What about the flight back? Well, the flight back, Bergs, I leave JFK at 8:30 at night, and I believe I land in Iceland, I think 7 in the morning. And then when I get my next flight, I think I've only got another hour and a bit layover. I don't land in the UK until like 1 o'clock in the afternoon. It's going to be a long day. You just notice Vincent's Mohawk. They're everywhere. I'm telling you, Will's Workshop. They're everywhere. Look, they're up here with E.T. on here, on the Explorer spaceship. They're everywhere. Has anyone seen Mike Hansen, World of Mike? I haven't seen him on YouTube or Facebook anymore. I hope he's okay. I haven't seen him at all, Jason. Jason, I'm glad you just popped up. Jason is looking for issue 6 of RoboCop. Now, I have asked the folks that I know if they can get him that, but if anyone might have a RoboCop issue 6, and I'll be honest with you, I don't know what was in issue 6. We're trying to get Jason that. So if you do have an idea, if anyone has got an issue 6, then please email me and I'll forward it on to Jason. My email is wayne@worldofwayne.co.uk. I used to have a thing for that, but there. See, there's my email. Look at these graphics. No expense spared. I feel like John Hammond in Jurassic Park. No expense spared. You met Danny Trejo. You met Danny at the Dutch Comic Con. I like him in From Dusk Till Dawn. Brilliant film. Hello, David. How's it going? You love the tribbles. Oh, bless the tribbles. You got to love a tribble. Good thing about CBs, you can use them while driving legally. You can have your steering wheel off and you can operate this legally in the UK, even though you're not allowed to hold a mobile phone. I can't figure it out either. But there you go. Also, you don't need a license anymore. They abolished the CB license in 2016. So you used to have to go and buy a license to be able to use a CB. Can you believe that? Like I said to the folks at Wonderfest, they can't believe, you folks in the US, that we have to have a license to watch TV in the UK. And if we don't have a license and we refuse to pay it, we can go to prison and get a criminal record. It costs £150 odd a year. I think it's gone up actually, probably £170 a year now. But to watch TV. So if I didn't watch any channels, if I didn't watch BBC, if I didn't watch ITV, Live, all of that, you'd think I don't need a TV license, because you don't need one if you're watching on demand. The trouble is, I love my NFL. So I watch DAZN to watch all the NFL games. That is a live stream, and even though it's nothing to do with the BBC, the government still consider that me watching live TV, so I have to pay a license. Go figure. I will, Steve, definitely. Same in Canada. Most people use inches for height, 5'9", but metric for speed or litres in milk. Honestly, I don't even know how tall someone is who's 8. No, I don't either. That's the joy of having an Echo Dot. You just shout at it and let it know. I'll just say, another little retro item I had here. Look, that complements my my Betamax video. There you go. We've got a Betamax tape. Look at that. Look. How cool is that? It's ditty compared to the VHS one, isn't it? Love this. As a matter of fact, there looks to be of... I don't know why there's some tape on the side there. That's interesting. Okay. Don't know what's on this yet. I need to find that out. Let me just put that down there. Sainsbury's. Yeah, that's right. Sainsbury's. You're living up to 40 on the 19th. Are you? Now, I'm not going to be here, Will. So, look, I'm going to put the happy birthday thing up again. I wish you a happy birthday on the 19th. That's a big one, 40. 40. The big 40. The big 40. It's a big one. That's that still means you're young, but you're on the older side of young. I've got a CB radio. Yes, Mike. I think it's brilliant. And you know what? It still smells like the 80s as well. You wait till it's all powered up. I'm going to have this. Again, it's going to be in the background of the retro room doing its thing. Picked up this month's partwork parts from Ian today from the post office. Should have bought a trolley and a forklift. Wow. Oh, wait, those aren't tribbles. They are micro haggis. I've only seen micro haggis in the wild. Those little buggers migrate south at this time of year. I went haggis hunting in Scotland on a boat trip. It was quite funny. We were on a boat trip to see the seals, and they were talking about hunting haggises. If you don't know what haggis is, then you're not going to get the joke. As a matter of fact, haggis is really nice. Mrs. Rhoda Wayne sort of planted it in one of my breakfasts last year, and I loved it. It was really, really nice. Obviously, we're off to Scotland again on the 23rd of December. We're spending Christmas there, so I'm going to have some more haggis. Some porridge and some haggis. That's what I need. Hope everything went okay for you today. Was thinking of you. For me, it wasn't today, David. It's the weekend. Saturday. Got issues 39 to 44 of the Skyline. I built the rear axle and suspension only to find I had done the fronts all wrong. Being that it's 2 this afternoon, just finished, started to take shape. Yeah, that's why I'm going to leave it tomorrow. I'm going to do that on Monday, Stevie B. Because you know me, if there's a mistake to happen, it's going to happen. So I will do it, and it's going to take me all day. But I will take my time. Pit stain hobbies. Mrs. Rhoda Wayne teaches us how to pronounce British words was hilarious. Most laughing we had on a trip. Trying to pronounce Southwark rather than Southwark. And Leicestershire. Worcestershire. Not Worcestershire. Buckingham Palace, not Buckingham. Good evening, Wayne and Mrs. Rhoda Wayne from a cold, wet and windy Cromer. It's cold in Corbyton. I haven't done my weather thing, but it's not raining. We're good at the moment. You can pick up CD radio chatter on my airband receiver. Really? I just can't wait to see what's going on in the CB world. Last time I went on CB must have been... I would have finished school. 89, I reckon, was the last time I went on my CB. Crazy. For the CB, either get yourself a big stick or a coffee can with a magnet mount antenna. I mean, I've got a 5-meter antenna Riz that's going to be mounted to the top of the house. It's what I used to have before, so I've got the antenna. I'm gonna just get someone to fit it. I'm scared of heights. I can't get up there. So, but because I've got a 3-story house, it's going to be quite high, which is why I know I'm going to get quite a big distance out of it. James Horner's score for Rafa Khan and Volunteers are practically identical. You see what I mean? James Horner, though. James Horner listened to Titanic, Braveheart and Glory. You know, the Matthew Broderick film with Denzel Washington and Morgan Freeman. All 3 of them sound exactly the same. Crazy stuff. Bottom minute, I'm good, thanks. Kept me rather busy, not working on projects for the channel, but also work and family commitments. And not only working on projects for the channel, but also working on family and commitments. You know what? I thought I was going to go into Christmas quite, relaxed. But so much has come on now between October and November that it's all good stuff. It's not like busy stuff. It's good stuff. It's actually a chance for me to relax, I think. November is going to be fun month. I'm going to rename Fun Month. November's going to be. or crazy month, or wacky and crazy month. I don't know. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be crazy. I mean, I've got my amigos coming over from America, so we're gonna have some fun at Telford. I'm sure we are. And once again, if you are going to the Telford Model Show, we're going to be there both days, all day this time, not just 3 hours. And then we're in a hotel close, so I'm sure they're going to have a bar. And but we'll have to see how we feel. It's going to be interesting. The thing is, I haven't had a drop of alcohol since I've lost all this weight. So if I was a half pint before, if I was a lightweight, what am I going to be like now? God help me. God help me. Hello, Lindsay's Bills. How's it going? We like our Thursday night chat because we don't know what we're talking about, and I just let everyone steer the conversation. The trouble with tribbles is they breed like rabbits. Yeah, they do. Yes, they do. Big time. Wayne, are you talking about the mag or the whole stage? I have the mag. No, we want the stage. We're looking for the parts. Because I believe that Jason got the whole set, but you were missing one issue, like 96 or something like that. And he managed to get issue 96. But when he started to do the whole build, he realised number 6 was missing. So, yeah, that's going to cause a problem. You have a blend of metric here also. I did not know that people still use CB radios. Yeah, they do. I was shocked. I was really shocked, Mike. Crazy stuff. Here we go. Wayne's in Florida. So all well in the villages in Florida. 7.6 inches of rain. Oh my God. No flooding, no power loss. TV designed for a 100-year storm and it works. Yes, trees down. Debris cleanup has started, but we are all fine. That's good news. It could have been a lot worse. So, you know, thank the Lord for that. Hi, Todd. How's it going? You've never seen a Betamax in person. Well, there you go. I've got 6 of them. I ordered 6. I deliberately ordered 6 pre-recorded ones. Now, not that I'm a pervert and want to see what people's home movies look like, but there are chances that people have recorded TV in the 80s, and there's some gems on there that you might find, especially adverts and programs. I'm sure, isn't this... I don't know, Phil might know the answer to this, Spruverse. Wasn't it because of people's recordings and home videos and stuff like that they managed to find some of the missing episodes of Doctor Who? Where the... Because a lot of the Doctor Who was... they cleared out some of the BBC archives, from what I understand, so they're missing. And what they've done is they've got the score, they've got the soundtrack for it, but no video. So they've animated some of the series to put in sort of like the collection to make them complete. But some of the ones that they thought they'd lost and found were from people's own collections that they had. Pretty crazy stuff. It's an interesting story. I wish coming up 40, I turn 50 in December. I'll be back by then. 50? 50's cool, Todd. I was 50 last year, wasn't I? How old am I now? 51. I was 50 last year. I feel like yeah. I know that every time I wake up now and get up in the morning, something cracks. That can't be good. Steve Edmonds, you turned 57 on Monday. Look, happy birthday, Steve, for Monday. Everyone's got a birthday. Oh, my God. You mean you still got a Betamax video player? Impressed? No, I don't have one, but I ordered one. So I've got one now. It came off eBay. I paid £50 for it. So it's going in the room. So, yes, I do have a video. What I did is I specifically got a certain make. I got the Sanyo VTC 5000. It was the best-selling Betamax video recorder, I believe, in the world. So, they're quite easy to get a hold of. But that's the exact one I had. So, I've got it here because I know how to use it. So, yeah, all fun. You still got your TRS-80 clone. Wow. Is that a Trump tribble on the mic? Very good. You was a grocery manager at Sainsbury's in Queen Square in 1986, back in the day. God, you know what? It's uncanny. I used to work for Sainsbury's. My first job was Sainsbury's. I was like a part-timer. And then I worked my way up from a part-time, just Saturday boy, to I was the frozen food and beers, wines and spirits manager. Then I left Sainsbury's and joined Blockbusters as a store manager for Basildon. The Basildon store, if you remember that, if anyone's around that area. And then I did that for about 5 years, and then I became an area manager of pretty much everywhere. So I was area manager of Kent, Gravesend, all of that area, the whole of Essex, and then Hertford, Hitchin, Hemel Hempstead, Berkhamsted, all around that area. So, and then I left them and joined Dixon's. And then I left Dixon's and joined PC World. And then I was made redundant in PC World and joined a company that serviced cars. So I basically worked for dealerships like Ferrari, Lamborghini, Bentley, Vauxhall, Volkswagen. And I'd be booking people's services. And that was a job that I could do at home. And then from there, I did this. So there you go. That's my complete employment history. Oh, and I worked as a computer technician when I was in college as well. I was servicing BBC Micro B computers. So I'm all Gary. It's good to see you around, Gary. How you keeping, mate? If you're in Scotland, Wayne, try a bridie. They are lovely. Am I pronouncing that right? A bridie or a bridie? I may have to try that. We're in Scotland from the 23rd to the 27th, so we're over Christmas. We're staying just outside Callander in a place called Strathir. So we're in Strathir. Looking forward to that. We went there last year for New Year's and had an absolute great time. You're too busy with life and self-preservation to build models, but you keep trying. Well, I saw your last one up there, Berg. That was cool. Dad's Armies episodes went missing like that too. It's crazy. I don't know what happened during the time. I used to know someone who was an archivist. Is that the word? Archivist for the BBC. His name was Steve. Unfortunately, he died quite a few years ago. But he never ever mentioned that to me, that they went for a case of just getting rid of everything. Don't know why. I don't know if it was to save on space or if it was the fact that, you know, obviously this film is a potential fire hazard. Well, it is a fire hazard. So they didn't want that in a building or something. They had no way to contain it. I don't know. If I can find them, would you like Back to the Futures on VHS? Yeah, definitely. Any VHS. I've got a VHS and Betamax machine now. Can you believe it? Oh my God, I really am going back to the 80s in a big way. Mrs. Wilder Wayne said to me, you're not going to be put wood panelling up. And I don't want none of that yellow wallpaper up on the wall. I'm like, no, I'm not doing any of that. It's just solid. I won't be decorating it like the 80s. But I'll probably be, well, not decorating. What's the word? Interior decorating, well, not the painting part. Because I'm going to be putting loads of 80s stuff in there. It's going to be fun. You're going to be 60 in December. Oh, a few birthdays in December, Anthony. I heard they found some lost episodes of Doctor Who in Germany. See, they're all over the place. Yeah, because don't forget they syndicated it abroad as well. So some of these other countries would have had the stuff as well. I think that's, again, where they found some of this stuff from. If you watch some of the William Hartnell ones, and especially some of John Hurtwig, but mostly Patrick Troughton ones, there's a lot of Patrick Troughton ones missing. But because I was trying to do a rewatch of them all, and I started getting annoyed in the end because you start an episode and you see it, and then the rest of the episode's all animated. Mike, you have about 3 VHS recorders and players. Yeah, but do you have a Betamax player? The first video you rented was Porky's. You know, the first video, I remember the first video, and I shouldn't have been watching one of them. The first 2 videos I ever rented out of Pitsy Video Shop, because Blockbusters didn't exist back then, was Jaws 2 and the Michael Caine film Dressed to Kill, Brian De Palma. So that was cool. That was cool. You had a Sony C7 recorder, great machine. VHS Betamax, no, I need a Philips VCR 2000. You think your mother-in-law still has a bunch of Betamax tapes? Really? But they would all be recorded at NTSC. Yeah, NTSC is, I can't play NTSC. What will happen, because I know what will happen, I've played it before. It will play black and white on my TV and the top of the picture will bend over. And I'm guessing you probably get the same effect if you try and play a PAL video, even a PAL DVD, although they're region-locked DVDs are. If you try and play a PAL video on an American player, you're just going to get the same garbled mess. Pretty crazy. Evening, I worked at Blockbuster Sunbury-on-Thames, Middlesex. Yeah, that weren't one of my stores. Pete's Toys and Things. Because originally, Blockbuster, you had, what was it, Ritz Video, and then you had Blockbuster Video. Blockbuster Video acquired Ritz Video and turned all the Ritz video shops, which were tiny video shops, into Blockbuster Video Expresses. And that's why the amount of Blockbuster stores in the UK just went absolutely through the roof, which is why I had such a big area when I was managing some of the stores. And stores like the one in Hertford, Hendon, even Hitchin was quite tiny compared to the big stores that you had, like Romford, Basildon, Southend-on-Sea. They were massive stores, absolutely massive. But yeah, some of the stores were absolutely tiny. Berkhamsted was really tiny, or Berkhamsted. I keep saying Berkhamsted. Wayne, my knees crack so loud these days, I'm surprised I don't glow in the dark. Hi, Wayne and everyone. Is the Betamax you have coming a top loader? We have one of those when I was growing up to use the record Captain Scarlet on ITV from Saturday mornings on it. Wow. Look, I'll tell you what, one second. Bear with me. Look at the tribbles. Okay, I'm back. Here we go. Oh. There you go. This is the Sanyo VTC 5000. Looking just like that. It's a top loader. Oh, it's heavy. Let me just put that gently down. Oh. So that's the Betamax machine I've got. But I've got a VHS machine as well. So it's the best of both worlds. In the 80s, I was riding my bike and I fell off and hurt my knee. I'm telling you now because we didn't have social media back then. That's a good point. You know what? If I could have my bike back for the 80s, my bike's going for like £3,500 now. I had one of the first Mark I orange choppers. And I think my mum sold it for £400. I had a BMX Mongoose as well, which was all in the American Stars and Stripes colours. Although I didn't have the stripes, it was basically a metallic blue with the blue sort of foam with white stars all over it. And it's the same along the whole bike. BMX Mongoose. Blue wheels. It had blue wheels as well. I love that bike. Hi, mate. Loving your work, brother. Got the T800 coming Saturday. Looking forward to using your build videos. Keep up the great work. I'm guessing... when Vincent goes into the other room, I'm probably going to bring the Batonator back down until I get something big again, because Optimus Prime's going to be going on holiday soon for a couple of months. I'm trying to think what other big models I've got. Well, I could put C-3PO and R2-D2 back here, but then that's 80s, isn't it? Kind of. If you think Return of the Jedi and Empire. Hi, Dylan. How's it going? I think it's because film was expensive, so they wrote over old ones. Probably. Yep, the BBC dumped tons of wonderful stuff. Crazy. Oh, thank you. Yeah, me and Mrs. Worldaway have been married 6 years on October 6th. So Ian Pit Lane Hobbies actually treated us to dinner on Saturday. It was very nice of you, Ian. We're touched by that. And we had the most, it was a gorgeous steak. We went to a place called Blacklock in Covent Garden. Absolutely lovely steak it was. But yep, we've been going for 6 years. We're now on our 7th year. Although I've been with Mrs. Worldaway now for 10 years, but I've known her for 32 years. 32 years. Wow. You need to flock wallpaper for the 80s look. No, I don't think I'm going to go that far. Although, you know, wood chip wallpaper. I did wood chip wallpaper and Artex the ceilings. That's what I need to do. Can anyone remember a local van in your area where you could buy veg and sweets? And they were the good old days. Well, we used to have the ice cream vans. Tony Bell, Rossi, we had a Martin's van, which not only sold ice creams, but they sold like sweets and stuff like that. We had a Corona van, which would come around and deliver the Corona lemonades and orangeades and cherryades and limeades. But no, we didn't have a shopping van as such. There was a lady in the States that recorded everything on TV from 1979 till her death in 2002, as well as 71,000 VHS and Betamax tapes. Oh my God. That must be a gold mine of stuff on there as well. When you were Blockbusters area manager, did you ever visit the branch in Stapletide? Yes, I used to be. That used to be one of my stores, John Mortimer. staple tie. I opened that store. Someone called Sam Lee, a girl called Sam Lee used to be the manager of that store. Michael Barrymore used to frequent that store when he lived in Royston. But yeah, I know Staple Tie very well. It's just around the corner from Longbanks, if you know that street. But yeah, I know Staple Tie. It had a lot of trouble in it. It got broken into a couple of times. It had an armed robbery once in there as well, John. But yeah, that was one of my stores. I think the last Doctor Who episodes found were in Nigeria, of all places. Oh, my God. 60s Doctor Who and Top of the Pops and many, much more stuff are missing in the BBC archives. That's crazy. You always wish Sean Pertwee would take over for his dad in a Doctor Who special. He's not doing much at the moment, Sean Pertwee, is he? What is he doing, actually? Is he doing anything? You'd have thought he'd have played some elevator music. Show my age, but I remember the Ritz video shop had one down the road. Yeah, we bought out Ritz, and then we had another chain of video stores which tried to compete in the UK with Blockbusters. They were called Choices. Yeah, they didn't last very long either. But then, you know, look what happened to Blockbusters. So it was inevitable back in the day. But, you know, I mean, I went to HMV and I saw the amount of vinyl in there. Vinyl records, and I see how much the vinyl records are selling online. From what I understand, even though CD is still outselling vinyl, vinyl's still making the same margin as CDs because of the cost of the vinyl. So it's economical to make. And I think the whole reason for that is this whole thing that I was on about. Like, when you download an MP3, you've got nothing to touch, nothing to look at, nothing to look on the shelf and think, yeah, I want that. Unless you turn on a computer and scroll through endless pages of stuff to find out what you want. Where here, you've got it in your hand, you can flick through. Oh, I just love that. I love that feeling. It's probably the old man in me. I'm talking like a boomer, as they call it. But I just like to be able to do that. We had a store called Video Vision before Blockbuster took over in Newmarket. I don't know that one. I don't know if I run Newmarket. I had Bury St Edmunds and I had Saffron Walden, Mark, and I had Ipswich as well. I can't remember having Newmarket though. I don't think it went that far up. March, Newmarket, Chrome, all around there. That was someone else's. Lowestoft. That was someone else's area. The first Doctor Who VHS that came out was super expensive, like around £40 in today's money. That's crazy. That's the one we had. There you go. Yeah, it's the Sanyo VTC 5000. Everyone had that if you had a Betamax machine. I never had a Super VHS, no. And you know what, John? It took a couple of years, I'd say, before we actually finally got a VHS machine. Because Betamax was the superior brand. It's just that no one adopted it. It was cheaper to get the stuff for the VHS, so... There you go. But Sony did learn their lesson. They talked about the whole Betamax VHS thing when the Sony PlayStation 1 was released. I went to a big seminar for the release of PlayStation 1 and they're talking about how they're going to get it right this time. Because they're still salty over the whole VHS Betamax thing. Hi, Just. How's it going? When you put the Alien in your room, it's too big, Mark Poppin. Way too big. The room's big, but from what I want to fill it, it's not going to stay big for much longer. You had a Sony Betamax VTR model SL5000 in the day. Wow. We didn't have VHS or Betamax. Philips Video 2000. I've never heard of the Philips 2000. Video 2000. That's interesting. And when I worked at GEC in Basel... Whoa. Stop there. Someone bought a job of faulty Betamax players and cannibalised them to make working ones. Set them up to duplicate. Alex, have we talked before? I'm sure we have, because you do know I'm from Basildon and my dad worked at GEC in Basildon. Or they used to be Marconi Avionics and they changed their name to GEC Avionics and then just GEC Electric. So they kept changing their name. But my dad used to work for GEC. His name was Michael Green. Well, his name still is Michael Green. He's still alive. But yeah, I've been to the Basildon GEC loads of times because they used to have a Christmas party for the kids. But it's all been knocked down there, you know. It's all gone. All gone. But yeah, my dad used to work for GEC in Basildon. Crazy stuff. Small world. I'm okay, Josh. We're all good here. A 7-year itch. Yeah, I keep telling that to Mrs. Waldaway and I keep telling her to scratch it because it's itching. The T800 could also be, yeah, I said it could be considered 80s. Everything being a new room of yours and the workshop will be empty. Yeah, no, I need to build more models in here. Well, that's the thing. I want more models in here, like we've got up here. See this little montage up here? I want more of that. So we'll have to see. Will you watch Transformers 1 at the cinema? I don't know if I'm going to get a chance. I saw Beetlejuice 2. That was quite good. I enjoyed that. I don't know if I want to see Joker 2 after the review bombing it's had. But we'll have to see. Thank you, Wayne, for all your building videos. I'm going for the Agora La Ferrari, thanks to you. The Agora La Ferrari is a good build, but I believe it gets hard. People have been asking me about the doors. Look, it's behind me here. I'm still building this, okay? It's just that it's going to take a long time to do the last 3 stages. Now, I already know one of my doors isn't going to work. We said that before because the cable fell off of it. And I wasn't about to take the whole thing apart just to replace that motor. So I know one door's not going to work. But the other one, everything else seems to be working okay at the moment. So when we do the last 3 stages, which is going to be a little while yet. Oops, it's pinging. It's going to be a little while yet that I will get that on the channel. So it's just 97.90. It's 4 stages to do. Black Clock was the best steak in London and would hold up against any of the best US as well. It is gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Wayne, can you remember Black Beauty? I certainly can. I can even remember the score. Da, 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 da. And there's still one Blockbuster store open in the USA. It's almost a tourist destination. Yeah, I heard about that. Didn't they try and use the idea of that to boot up a sitcom which bombed after the first season? I did watch it. It wasn't very funny. You used to watch Crossroads with your nan with the dodgy sets and the walls that moved. Staple Tie, as you remember, was completely demolished. Really? Wow, and redeveloped. You may remember there was a pub there called the Orange Footman. I don't remember the pub, John Mortimer. But I remember... now, Staple Tie, let me think. Staple Tie, yes, it was. No. It wasn't, yes. It used to be like a shopping mall, a kind of shopping mall, and it was demolished, and then they built Blockbusters after that, from what I remember. Because you've got like a little retail park there. The Blockbuster's still on the end, and you've got all the shops around there. I never saw it when you had the mall there. I saw it just after the Blockbusters was built. What's in the Blockbusters now, actually, John? Because obviously that's not there anymore. Google says that 97 episodes of Doctor Who are still missing. That's crazy. Sony Betamax Hi-Fi owner here. There we go, look. See, Lou's a proud owner of a Betamax as well. We should start a Betamax club. I'm a Betamax kind of guy. That's the next t-shirt. Did anyone see my t-shirt that I've got now? I think it's brilliant. Now, you can get this from my... if you go to Linktree /World of Wayne, stand by. Right, if you go to this link here, I'm going to put it in chat. You can see my merch store. Okay, now in my merch store at the moment, if I just click over here and then go to this monitor, I've got this shirt and stickers and mugs. I mostly build models. Mostly. And look, you got stickers of that. I mostly build models. And you've also got a mug of I mostly build models. Mostly. Oh, you got to love it. You got to love the shameless promotion and advertising I'm doing for my channel. Shameless it is, I tell you. Shameless. Can anyone remember Chips? Funny you should say that. Chips is one of the intros that I've got on my channel for this retro DVD I'm making. I've done Street Hawk. I've done Manimal, Automan. I prefer to have some Betacam SP stuff. Poundland's in the old Blockbuster store. Wow, that's crazy. Because that was a big old store, the Harlow one. I had some chips last night. Good program. The California Highway Patrol. Well, now I know why they're all on motorbikes. Because when I visited Phil in LA, I saw for myself how busy the roads are in LA. And I can see why you can only get around on a motorcycle. So I can't believe how much 80s stuff I've got around me at the moment. I'm going to have to find a home for this. Because this was just sitting in my lounge at the moment. Because it can't go in a room because, you know, someone's living in there. So the Blockbuster in Uckfield, East Sussex, is now a charity shop. Uckfield definitely wasn't my area. But you know what? I can still remember the managers there. A guy called David Payne used to be the area manager for Uckfield. Missed the possibility in going to Blockbuster to rent some movies. Yeah, Friday and Saturday night used to be crazy. Absolutely crazy nights. I grew up with Steve Jobs, Johnny Cash and Bob Hope. I've heard this one. We're going to say goodnight all. Stay well and keep modelling. Is it that time? It is that time. Oh, my God, that's gone quick. That's gone quick. Well, I don't know how many triples are going to be around next week. Remember, I'm not going to be around for the next 2 weeks for live streaming. So there's going to be no Thursday live streaming for 2 weeks, unless I'm sitting in an airport and then I'll just do an impromptu stream from the airport. That could be fun, couldn't it? And there's going to be no Patreon channel member stream next Wednesday, but there will be the Wednesday after that because I leave for Comic-Con on the Thursday. So 2 Comic-Cons in 2 weeks. There's going to be loads of footage. Stay tuned next Thursday. If you're not subscribed to the channel, believe me, you're going to need to subscribe and click that bell because there's going to be some amazing collections and new builds from the folks over at Fan Home, and I'll be able to tell you all about those next week. So I hope you've enjoyed tonight's stream. I'm going to try and tidy this mess up now, and hopefully the triples aren't going to multiply, but we'll see what happens. Anyway, take care, everyone. See you later.